we are going to discuss about weighted average method, or we are going to calculate equivalent unit of production under weighted average method. We have discussed that we have two methods for equivalent unit of production. One is FIFO and one is weighted average. But first we will discuss weighted average method. The weighted average method makes no distinction between work done in prior or current period. It blends together unit and cost from prior and current period. Determine equivalent unit of production for a department by adding together the number of unit transfer out plus the equivalent unit in ending work in process, right? So we will see by numbers how we can calculate this equivalent unit of production under weighted average method. Or weighted average method, we can say, according to this method, opening inventory of work in process and its cost are merged with the production and cost of the current period respectively. An average cost per unit is determined by dividing the total cost by the total equivalent unit to ascertain the value of the unit in process, right? So now, okay, treatment of direct labor. There is one other thing, that is treatment of direct labor. Direct labor cost may be small in comparison to other product cost and process costing system. Okay, this cost is small, so we will take this cost into the manufacturing overhead, and then we say the direct labor and manufacturing overhead is the conversion cost. So in some questions where the direct labor is small, so we will see that there will be the conversion cost, right? So we can see that like direct labor become or with the part of conversion cost, direct labor and manufacturing overhead. Direct labor and manufacturing overhead may be combined into one classification of product cost called conversion cost, right? So in process costing we will use conversion cost and direct material, but in few questions it may be the direct material, direct labor and overhead, right? But in few questions we will see that these two costs are combined together with the name of conversion cost, right? So it's depend on the question, depend on the direct labor cost, right? So there is one treatment that we can individually or we can add in the conversion cost. We can take it as take it in the conversion cost, right? Okay, now we have the example. Smith Company reported the following activity in the assembly department for the month of June. Work in process June 1st 300 units. Material with respect to 40% complete, and with respect to conversion, as I have told you why we write here the conversion, right? Because the direct labor amount will be small, so we can take here, or in this question the Smith reported as an conversion cost, right? Okay, percentage completed, 40% complete with respect to material, 20% complete with respect to conversion. This is the information about the beginning inventory. In this example we have seen here that we don't need to work on the beginning, right? Beginning work in process. We need to calculate these two terms. The one is the completed and one is the ending work in process, right? So we will use, if we want to calculate the equivalent unit of production, we will consider two costs. One is the units completed and transfer out unit. Now we are talking about the unit, not cost, right? Units completed and transfer out of department A during June, that is 5,400, and work in process June 30th, right? That is 900, right? And again we know that the percentage completion of with respect to material is 60% and with respect to conversion is 30%. Means 60% complete with respect to material and with 30% complete with respect to conversion. So we need to calculate the equivalent unit of production. So how we can calculate the equivalent unit of production of this question? So First, we will take units completed and transfer out of the department in June. That was 5,400. Or we can see here from here, units completed and transfer out of department A during June. That is 5,400. See here, that is 5,400. Again, we have consider it a material and in conversion cost. Now, the second thing is WIP at the end, right? WIP at the end, June 30th, that is 900, right? So 900 into 60% mean 900 का आप क्या लेंगे 60% with respect to material. So 900 का 60% क्या हो जाएगा? 900 का 60% हो जाएगा 540, right? So with respect to material, in this 900, material is completed with respect to 60%, right? So we will add this value 540, right? 900 multiplied by 60%, 540. So with respect to material, my value is 540. Okay, now with respect to conversion, that was 30%, right? 900, 9 3s are 27, right? So 270, 900 का 30% जब लेंगे तो हमारे पास क्या आएगा 270. So we will add these two values together, this value. So we have equivalent of units of production in the department during June with respect to material is 5,940 and with respect to conversion is 5,670, right? With respect to material is 5,940 and with respect to conversion is 5,670. So we have identified the equivalent unit of production in the department during June, right? In this example. Okay, now next is weighted average. An example, equivalent unit of production always equal units completed and transfer plus equivalent units remaining in work in process. Or we can see this is, you can see here with the help of formula, units completed and transfer out and plus units ending, right, which is completed in portion, right? Equivalent units remaining in work in process, right, which is completed. 900 का 60%, 900 का 30. So we calculate this equivalent unit of production.